Nah, just get to... I'm not offended at all about anything. You can say anything you want.
Oh, that's cool then. So, I mean, I know you want to talk about other things, but this is like actually like a lot of people wonder because they listen to your comments in chat rooms and you seem to be a reasonable person. We've had a very good conversation with John and you and I tonight. We had a very good conversation. And then you look at what Ghost says. And believe me, you listen to my show. I get a little crazy. But, I mean, I like to I don't know. I mean, I don't know where I'm at and how people want to, like, rate me on there, but I hope to think that I'm not quite at Ghost's level of my the way I do my show. I mean, maybe sometimes, but some of the things he said, I mean, I don't get offended by shit. I mean, I really don't get offended. I am, like, the anti-PCBS police. I don't get offended by anything. And this guy has offended me, like, personally on so many levels, and I wonder why you think that's going to help the American family. I mean, this guy's got a show on BTR, and he's a bullshitter. I mean, he's like, oh, I've got thousands of people. I mean, it was so funny. I mean, his last show that he did, MD and I and about 3 other people were on hold for like 40 minutes.
Oh, God.
And he's screaming like, call in, you pecker shaft bastards, and give me crap. And we're all sitting on hold. And
I'll make you mental midgets.
Yeah.
Look,
you keep slapping your fat fingers with your logical fallacies, and we're on hold.
Personality. It's just a personality. You see liberals doing this. You see people doing
exactly
all over the
liberals doing it.
No, but everybody can do it. I've done it. I can get angry and start saying things that you don't. Everybody can get angry. Maybe some people do it more than others. I've seen things in the chat room from all kinds of people when they get frustrated and they start writing things into the chat.
No.
I have yet, like, it's got to be at least about, I've yet to come across that I could really even justify saying that any more than 10% of his combined shows, 10% of it is an even tone talking, actually making a point.
Look,
you have 90% of ranting.
Yeah.
That's unhealthy.
Okay, but there's 100 million blogs where people talk nonsense. I mean, and so he's doing it with the radio on the he's just one of millions. There's got to be something different about him that bothers conservatives more than everyone else. Everyone's doing it.
Dude, he's not bothering me because like he's saying something that's like moving or right. He bothers me because he's like psycho.
Yeah.
He's not normal. I mean, when you start like, have you listened to his show?
Yeah, look, and the last time I called in, he's calling all conservatives pieces of shit. And I'm listening to him, and he's a guest on my show, and he's saying, all of you in the chat room, I don't care who you are. And I keep thinking, is he talking to me?
You're all pecker shafts, and you're all way off.
I call in, I say, hey, you're calling all of us pieces of shit? I said like that, and then he started saying, well, you're going to vote for McCain. So I started talking to him about my points, why we should vote for McCain for the troops, and that Bush was also a liberal and was going to pass the amnesty and whatever. But then when he wanted to do his rant again, he would say, oh, and ozone, I apologize, not you or whatever. But then he just wants to yell. He was cordial with me, but then when he continued to like rant again. But I knew he also wanted to include me, but he was trying to be, he's just a personality. And
yeah, but it goes beyond just a personality. I mean, I have just a personality. I mean, I'm a freaking bitch. I mean, I can be like a raving bitch. But
this is what liberals do. What we're doing right now is what liberals do. They go and they say, the guy talks out of his ass sometimes, and well, what's the issue? That's what they say about Republicans.
But he doesn't cover an issue. He spends his entire 2 hours saying, F you pecker shafts in my chat room. Call in, you pussy pecker shaft, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
And that's all he does.
I think you made ozone one of the most absurd statements.
He sits there and goes, I have thousands of people emailing me and all my supporters, and here's got fucking 4 people on hold on his phone. He won't take a damn phone call. Okay, he won't actually listen to the other side or anyone's opinion on anything.
Maybe there are thousands of listeners. Who knows?
No, guaranteed there's not.
Listen. Okay. Look, we have 717 on, I think it's Guerrilla News, and he wants to, he says in the chat room. He wants to say hello and make fun of ghosts, which we're not doing anymore. Actually.
How you doing, baby?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
How's it going?
Which DNR is this? Which one of you is it?
This is Dan.
Dan?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yep, so how's it going?
How you doing, Dan?
We're doing good. Yeah, I had made mention earlier in the chat room that the Ghost is sort of like the political equivalent of the Westboro Baptist Church. So,
true.
You know, everyone's going to hell.
Let me tell you what. Let me tell you what Ghost is. Ghost is exactly what's already happened to the left of America that we've already abandoned. We've already abandoned the Americans, and we call them the left, and we're like, oh, we call them names, but not us. You know, we already abandoned the left, and they, you know, we call them names, and now there's another left coming through, which is, which is moving now, and the same thing is happening again. I mean, I don't see any difference.
Who are the other left?
People like McCain.
So, like me? Am I the other? Because according to Ghost, I'm the other left.
No, just because you vote for McCain doesn't mean you agree with McCain. It just
but according to Ghost, I am a McCain.
I'm not allowed to have the name that I have.
Oh, yeah, MDS changed his name. He's not allowed to be MD Conservative anymore. He has to take the conservative out of it.
The part that I love about that was...
For 4 years of good material.
Oh, it's great. I mean, it's so entertaining, but the part that, see, this is what I don't get. Here's my reason of why no one should take Ghost seriously at all.
No, you can't. But
one show he
reason
had.
Number one, he's a blog talk radio host.
It's number one.
Okay, well, alternate reason.
No, that's number one.
He made some point, and I called him on it. I said, I think you're wrong. All of a sudden, he goes on this tirade telling me I have to take the conservative out of my name. I'm a social liberal. I like gays, all this different stuff about it. He had never seen me before. Gays. He did not even know where I stood on any single policy viewpoint, and yet I was not a conservative. I was a social liberal simply because I disagreed with him. And I think it was like, I like blondes and he liked brunettes, and I'm a freaking social liberal that's going to destroy the country. I mean, he doesn't have a thought process. He does not know where I stand on a single policy issue, nothing.
But you now, with all due respect, MD, all you did was throw personal attacks in four-letter words. Let me tell you, as a conservative, I mean, I have never seen anybody text more four-letter words and absolute filth than I have seen out of you, sir. And I really don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate you coming into my chat room and spreading that kind of slanderous filth about me. I expect you to apologize to me here right now.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, look, guys, going to happen because anyone,
guys, for everything I've done and that I've talked bad about other people, I apologize. Everyone, please, everyone, just apologize for anything that when you insulted someone. Let's go around and apologize. In case you insulted someone, you didn't mean to. You apologize.
Well, look, I'll acknowledge this as far as MD Conservative is concerned. I'll acknowledge the fact that I can't basically pinpoint him on one issue where I think he's a liberal because I don't really know the man. All I know him as...
Well, go ahead and ask.
Well, excuse me. All I know you as, sir, is an agitator in my chat room that spreads more filth. And let me tell you, I hate to keep bringing up this ridiculous fruity ass.
Anyone else an agitator?
Excuse me. I mean, I don't mean to be bringing up this fruity ass Fred character that we all know and love. But let me tell you something. You spread more filth than that ridiculous fruity ass Fred. And you should be ashamed of yourself, MD Conservative. You're supposed to be a conservative Republican. You should hold yourself up with a little bit more integrity, sir.
Okay, 251.
Asking you for original.
Fine, you got something to say?
Agitation?
Yeah, I have a question for him.
Okay.
Ghost, what is your view on Israel and the Jews?
What about them?
I don't know. What is your view?
What is my view? I mean, they're Israel. I mean, what do you want me to say about it? What exactly do you want me to say about it?
I don't know. What is your view on them?
What are you trying to throw a logical fallacy at me? Who the hell is this? First of all,
what? Asking you a question.
Who in the hell? We're talking about conservative values, and here I got some nut job talking about Israel. What's wrong with you? You eating a bagel or something?
No. Listen.
What's the problem? Look, if you're talking about do I believe that Israel should exist? Absolutely.
Do you believe Israel should exist?
Absolutely, it should exist. It's the only democracy. If you let me finish, sir,
Go ahead.
I was just going to say it's the only democracy before the United States implemented democracy in Iraq and Afghanistan. It was the only democracy in the Middle East, and I think it should exist. Now, go ahead.
Do you believe that the Jews control the financial system of the world?
Oh, give me a break with that. What are you? Is this an Alex Jones nut job or something? What's going on here?
I'm asking you the question. Yes or no?
If you can answer or not, just whatever.
Yes or no?
That's ridiculous. I'm not going to answer that question because that's absolutely ridiculous. That sounds to me like some agitator that's getting up on here and trying to, utilize, trying to split hairs with language so he can say, "Hey, you see, look what I got."
Oh, he just.
When do I get to ask my question?
The focal point of this program should be that these two people, MD Conservative and Jen, are social liberals. These people have just completely, submitted to social liberalism, and that's all there is to it.
For the record, I would just like to remind people he has not proven how I'm a social liberal.
Because you're an agitator, MD. I've been on your show, and I've never, ever thrown a four-letter word, a personal attack, or anything at you. I respect your show because I would expect you to do the same, and obviously you don't. And I've never wanted to hear Jen's show. It's bad enough I hear out here on BTR. I want to hear anywhere else.
So tell me exactly then why, if you've never listened to my show, how I'm a social agitator or whatever the fuck you want to call me.
Because you're doing the same thing as MD Conservative over here, even at a more airheaded level. I mean, it'd be a different story, Jen, if you would get. Listen to me, Jen. It'd be a different story. It would be a different story if you were providing substance. All you're doing is probably regurgitating something. You're regurgitating something that sounds like it came out of 17 magazine.
You know what I'm saying?
So you're telling me also
magazine, because I don't.
Are you going to stick with you can't define logical fallacy?
Do I not get an answer? My question is, what the fuck is a logical fallacy?
I think that you've been explaining that about on 50 different shows, and here you go again asking. So why don't you ask something about politics or something against my particular views, Jen, and stop coming out with these sentence fragments of absolute airhead idiocy.
Okay, I got a question. I got a question.
Hey, hold on. Look.
Did you can't answer that?
Questions or say I'm not answering.
Ozone. He's not answering the questions.
Look, it's not. This is. I mean, I don't know.
Ozone. take control here. There's supposed to be a political chat here. I've got one moron talking about if the Jews own everything or something. I've got some ditzy broad over here.
Then I got a question.
Yeah, I am actually.
All right, look. Let's all relax. It's 4:00 in the morning. It's
What's going on, briefs?
What?
Boxers or briefs?
Oh, give me a break. Are you kidding me?
Pecker shaft.
I'm just trying to lighten it up here.
No, I know that. I know how you are, Dan. It's all good, man. I believe me. I'm not. When I talk about social liberalism, I'm not talking about you, my friend. I'm talking about these two people right here.
I'd like to prove that.
I got cleared. Hear that, guys? I'm clear.
You're good.
And Ozone's all right too, man. Ozone's pretty good, even though he's voting for McCain, which I disagree with. But I mean, on the general premise of conservatism and the ideology of it, he's all right too.
You still have yet to define how I am not a conservative. I don't understand your point.
Because you're an agitator. I mean, how many times do I have to tell you? You go into my chat room and say the most disgusting filth I have ever heard come out of a conservative. Well, actually, it's not kind of. It's not
about gays whacking off in front of school children and stuff. You think?
No, it's oral copulation, Jen.
Yeah, exactly, Jen. I mean, you're the one cursing like you just came off of a submarine. I mean, give me a break.
I love my Navy, my
Oh, man. This is good.
Now, I was told, okay, I'll get
serious shaft for right here, bitch.
You see what I'm talking about? That's what I'm talking about, Jen. I mean, give me a break.
Are we willing to all apologize for anything we've done in the past, bad or good, and not do it?
Hold on. Okay. Ozone, if you can tell me what I'm supposed to apologize for, I did it to Scotty on the air. I've done it to other people, but I'd love to know what I'm supposed to apologize for to go.
You know what? I'll tell you what, MD, because you were sitting there flapping your fat Cheetos stained fingers on the keyboard, talking garbage to me, man. I don't appreciate that. You're supposed to be a conservative. You're supposed to be on my side, for Christ's sake.
Hell no.
I'm not talking to you, Broad. I'm talking to a conservative over here.
He's not sexist or anything. He's not sexist, no.